look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Gone! Now let's go! 3-19!
Mayfield now. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Mayfield on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 23. On first down, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Allen now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now let's go! Blue Lightning!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Here we go now! Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Bills have taken the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play,
This is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now on second down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on second down. And this one caught by Beasley. A very solid gain of 27.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1 to throw. It's Allen. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Allen again. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills are in for 6. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Green 39! Green 39! Over!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Second down, Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3-19.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To the air. Allen flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bills have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Going for it all. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
Good. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Steps away to his left. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56.
Mayfield on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Over.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now he steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot!
On 2nd down, Scott. And he's got room. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On 1st down, Scott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go again with Scott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. And he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 61 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Allen to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To throw is Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw, Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from 55 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help them along.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Patriot! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Leopard!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. His big game can... Continues 10 catches now and another first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hot! Hot!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Oh, and It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. Within an OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for the Bills, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I like when birds come out. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your